Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our real estate industry, and we got a show prepared for you today. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our industry. Today I have a very special guest, Brian Shapiro, that I want to share with you all about. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
How
Thank you.
doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Loving everything that you've been doing.
Oh, thank you. You know, Brian, I've been watching you for years, and you and your mom that passed have a great legacy here in South Florida, and it's a joy to have you here today.
Thank you. We've been watching each other for years.
Yes. So please share with the audience, who you are, a little bit about who you are, what you do, and we'd like to hear about it.
Thank you. I was born into real estate. It's in my blood. Our family business has been selling Miami for 50 years now, since the early 70s in Coconut Grove, going back to some of the craziest OGs in the business, many of whom are still around, doing amazing. We've been at some of the top companies in Miami over time. Joanne started at Coconut Grove Realty. We were the top agents at Sotheby's back in 2018-19. Then we switched to Compass when they started taking off like a rocket ship, and just a couple months ago, we left Compass and started our own Keller Williams branch in Pinecrest. So we now have our own Keller Williams luxury office in Pinecrest, and we're working on growing that into one of the top boutiques around.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
It is.
I love starting something new, something that is, bringing back that legacy even deeper, because it's yours and it's amazing.
Yeah, when my mom died last year, she was only 26 years older than I am now.
Oh, wow.
And it really was a wake-up call that I don't have an unlimited amount of time. And I've been wanting to build something greater than just being an agent or a team. Nothing wrong with that. We love our team, and we still have our team, and we will always have our team. But I wanted to build something more durable and lasting over the next 10 and 15 years of my life. And when I looked in the mirror after her death, I was like, now is the time. I can't keep hesitating. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, but there was always a reason why. The money wasn't right. The circumstances weren't right. The timing wasn't right. Something always wasn't right. And I finally said, there's never a better time than now. I'm going to take the leap. And it's just been an amazing ride since.
It's amazing. Let's talk a little bit about your niche. Like, everybody, has a little specialized area in what they do.
Absolutely. We are definitely very specialized, and our niche is the suburbs in the southeast part of Miami. So that's Coconut Grove, really the hottest market in all of Miami. Pinecrest, the number one place to live for families, the best schools, huge lots. Coral Gables, and an area in between all that called Ponce Davis, which is not an official city, but it's one of the most expensive neighborhoods in all of Miami. And so we work primarily with families just like us. I have 3 kids. They all went to Pinecrest schools. My sister, who's my partner, has a son in Pinecrest schools. And most of our clients are just like us. Business owners, they're doctors, attorneys, entrepreneurs. They're struggling to juggle kids, work, play, their home. And we help them buy and sell, primarily sell. We do about 75% of our business on the listing side, which is unique because a lot of agents are very, heavy buyer agents. We specialize in listings, and at the 2.5 to 5 million range is our bread and butter.
I think you literally described everyone in our audience. What was that word you used?
Parent-preneurs.
I loved it.
We actually were coaching with Ryan Serhant last year, directly with him, and it was an amazing experience. He has a brand building program just for top producers, and they really help you ask yourself, what is our true niche? What is our brand? And really project and define that in a very direct way. And when we went through that process, which was a year with him, what we came out with is our niche is parent-preneurs. We're parent-preneurs. Our clients are all parent-preneurs. That's who we understand. That's who understands us, and it's what we're really focused and best at.
Okay, so we got a little bit of background about what you specialize in, what you're doing here, starting your branch. Let's talk. You've been in this business for so long. Let's talk about a journey, whatever that journey is, a challenging journey, a story you want to share with our audience during this real estate experience.
I've been in real estate for 50 years since I was born. My playpen was literally at Coconut Grove Realty back in the heyday of the Grove when,
so cute.
I mean, the stories we could tell. And so it's hard to pinpoint, one challenge, one great success, but I do remember how it all started, and it's the story I love the most with my mom, and that is, back in the day, she was so ahead of her time. She was the first agent to do agent branding when everything was, the brokers had a storefront in town because there was no internet. You had to walk into the store, they had the listings in the window, and the agents all wanted to do floor, right?
Yeah.
When people walked in or called. And everything was broker-centric, and she said, it's time for top producers to brand themselves as agent-centric, but there was no color printing back then. So what she would do is she would make these photocopies of brochures with like the address and a headline at the top and the property information and her contact at the bottom with a space in the middle. And then she would go to Eckerd's, if you remember Eckerd's, and she would make like 100 copies of a photo. And then I would glue stick them in the blank space, and that was your color brochure back in literally like 1980, before any of this existed. And that's how I got involved in real estate marketing and real estate. I was 6, 7, 8 years old at the time.
That's so amazing. During this experience, how important it is to work with your partners, like, title company, reliable title company, inspection partner, how important it is to have the true team behind you and what you do.
I can't stress enough how important the right closing team is. Real estate is one of the few businesses that when you get a deal, it's actually just starting. In most other businesses, that's it. You close, you move on to the next one. In real estate, that's when things actually get started. You work for months and months and months to get things to a deal stage, and it could fall apart in an instant if you don't have the right team behind you. Something always inevitably comes up in the process, an inspection issue, an appraisal issue, some type of survey. It could be super minor. The neighbor's fence is 3 inches over, but it's a survey issue. The right team knows how to overcome these obstacles, and the wrong team gets sidetracked with them. And you don't close $3 billion like we do over 50 years in good markets and bad without being problem solvers. Or anything, we're not even in the real estate business, right? We're in the problem solving business.
Yes, we sure are.
And our partners are a huge, huge part of that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. It's so important. I'd like you to share with our audience how people can find you. How do they reach you?
These days, everybody's on social media. So at Joanne Foster Team is our team account. My sister Lauren Allen is on there. I'm on there. We put out tons of video and content all the time. That's how we've been watching each other from the distance all of these years, and we'd love to connect.
Yes, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It was great. Thank you, everyone, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.